please rise. And gentlemen, remove your hats and face the flag at the north end of the arena. National anthem tonight, in their 75th year, the Longmont Chorale Choir.
All right, boys and girls, welcome here to Denver, Colorado, a long-awaited matchup between the two local top 10 in the world, top 5 in the world, top 10 in the world. Depends on who you ask. WFTDA flat track roller derby teams, the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls and the Denver Roller Dolls. I am Hurt Reynolds. To my right, Real Gonzo.
Hello, this is Gonzo from the Mile High City.
We've been looking forward to this one ever since it went on the calendar here. These two teams, longtime rivals, but rarely have actually faced each other. The only two times have been back in the 2009 tournament season, once at West Regionals and once in the third place bout at the championship tournament. So this is the first time they've scheduled an A-team matchup here. And we got a pretty packed house here. I'd say 2,500, 3,000 people, something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is the big deal. You definitely want to be here tonight or watching.
Want to give a big thanks right away to the tech crew here at First Bank Center. They have hooked us up into the arena Jumbotron feed here, so we got a multi-camera program for you tonight. Also, big thanks to Scar Trek from High City, who has been doing lots of great video production work for us. We're just getting the whole crew here in Denver dialed in as Derby throughout Colorado has been growing by leaps and bounds. Introduce first the nominally visiting team, the 5280 Fight Club from Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. I don't think you're going to be able to pick up the house intro here, so I'm just going to run down who's on the roster for tonight. Wearing the number 00, Erkin Jerkin as Booty Blokya. Number 9, Amanda Jamadinya. Number 10, Robo Flow. Number 30, Red Dye. Number 31, Fiona Grapple. Number 37, Bob Blah Blah. Number 86, Salt and Pepper. Number 99, Make You Pay. Number 122, Castrator. Ouch. Number 202, Frida Beater. Number 422, Recent Transplants, Gagan. Number 378, Toxic Tonic. Wearing number 9er, Uber Alice. And number M80, Sweet Mary Payne. That's who will be representing the 5280 Fight Club tonight.
Looks like they got a lot of fans in the house tonight.
Well, shorter drive than usual for an away team.
That is true. All right, here comes the Mile High Club, and I'm just going to run those down for you also. Number 4, we've got Jessica Beware Rivas. Number 5, Deidre Boo Boo Radley Sage. 9V, Vicky Slick Vic Cruz. 19, Julia Angela Death Adams. Number 20, Monica Linsane Carson. Number 24, Sandrine Francie Pants. I can't pronounce her last name. Number 28, Chrisanna Bricks Hithouse Barrett. Number 307, Shayna Eclipse Sarelson. 357, November, Bria Frayed James. 719, Amanda the Swiss Missile Sharpless. 813, Susie H. Long, or Schlong as she likes to be called. 1982, Ariel Crash Dance Quigley. And the co-captains tonight for the Mile High Club are number 99, Tracy Disco Akers, and 303, Heather Juska.
Denver Roller Dolls currently ranked by the WFTDA as number 4 in the West region. Rocky Mountain Roller Girls ranked number 2. Over on Derby News Network Power Rankings, different story entirely. The two teams recently virtually swapped places. DNN ranks Denver number 2 in the world, Rocky Mountain number 9. Tonight's results will put those predictions to the test.
Yeah, we may flip-flop those again. I don't know.
Entirely possible, particularly given the results we've seen since either of those two rankings were posted. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing how that shakes out.
Yeah, Mile High Club had a little hiccup there in Portland this past weekend. A little unexpected.
Portland team playing right now. At this very minute in the Hipster City Showdown in Texas. That's also being carried live on DerbyNewsNetwork.com. And we'll give you score updates from time to time, or else, if you haven't gotten a second monitor by now, it's time. Looks like they're just into intros now in Austin.
Yep, we're doing some equipment checks here.
Systems out there and judgment-based ranking systems out there. And currently, the Denver Roller Dolls, a couple of ranking systems, are number 2 in the world, and the all-knowing Derbytron has us at number 1 in the world.
Very exciting. You're going to see some of the best derby in the universe tonight. And make sure you give all these skaters a lot of love because they love winning it.
All right, house lights are still down, but I see Mile High Club starting to line up there.
Mile High Club assuming the position back at the jammer line before equipment checks even complete. So it seems we've got an idea what tactics that at least one team's going to be employing tonight.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, at pivot line.
Wow, this crowd is pumped. Okay, well, Mile High is on a knee already.
Rocky Mountain Pack not contesting that jammer line start. They're right up at the pivot line.
Heather Juska jamming for Mile High Club. And I believe that's Erkin Jerkin?
Yes.
Yes.
DJ would like to know if you are all ready for this. Underway.
Yep, jam on.
Juska through up to the front line.
Ooh, yeah, Tracy Disco Akers Knocking Toxic down.
Lead jammer.
Heather Juska. Mile High Club still trying. Oh, she
Yeah,
got
Erkin-
sent out.
Erkin
for-
Jerkin out to the penalty box, so it's going to be a power jam for Denver to start things off.
Not sure what that call was. Also, Sarelson from Mile High Club in the box.
Denver successfully captured a goat and blah blah. So that's a 5-point grand slam for Juska, getting Denver on the board first.
Bob doing her best to get out of that little trap back there.
Denver Roller Dolls had a really, really difficult experience a week ago at the start of the game in Portland, going down by somewhere on the order of 50 points within the first 10 or 15 minutes. So clearly looking to start this game on a different note than their
Yeah, I think
previous top 10
They
matchup.
learned that was a bad idea.
Indeed.
Really, really bad idea to start that far down.
Coming through a third scoring pass here. Not meeting a whole lot of resistance. Just get through for another 5. So we're 15-0 as the jam reaches, as Juska calls it, rather. Juska calling it off with a good 30 seconds still remaining on the jam clock, but the Erkin Jerkin, the Rocky Mountain Jammer, standing up in the penalty box. So it looks like her thinking maybe there was to give the next jammer a free and clear chance to try and get that lead jammer status again while unopposed.
That Mile High Club jammer is the Swiss Missile, Amanda Sharpless. Mile High Club takes a knee as the whistle blows. Sharpless is really fighting to get through.
Well, she's facing a 4-2 pack disadvantage. Erkin Jerkin back from the box, so it's anybody's lead right now. Back to a full pack briefly. Take a drink.
Looks like Erkin's out for lead jammer.
Erkin Jerkin looking to turn things around here in the second jam after
Sharpless still trying to make it by AJ. Oh, she's out. Yep.
about a half a lap behind. So Erkin's probably just going to grab one pass, and we'll see if she wants to press it beyond that.
I'm going to guess no. Yep.
Yeah,
She's calling it off.
Can't get a full sweep there, but she'll take a couple points and call it before Denver can.
And
can
Mile High
pick
Club
them.
lining up again on the jammer line, on the knee.
Rocky Mountain has elected to join them at this time.
Looks like Francie Pants is jamming for Mile High Club first time tonight. We'll see what she's got to give us. I honestly don't know much about her history other than she's from Canada and she's a really great skater.
These things are both true. I can attest.
Oh, she took a little spill there in the middle of the pack and took a can opener from blah, blah, blah.
Toxic Tonic out, but not lead. Looks like she picked up a minor cut.
That she did, and Francie is out. She is your lead jammer for Mile High Club.
Has not elected to call off the jam, though, as Toxic in. She called it, but not before Toxic picks up a full 4-point pass.
Sarelson took a little spill there. Looks like she shook it off, though.
I think Francie Pants may not have been aware that she was called lead since she came out second.
Yeah, I don't think she picked up on that either. Okay, no one is on a knee, but we are all at the jammer line.
15-6 Denver leads here just a few minutes into the game.
Oh, nope. There's Mile High Club on a knee. Heather Juska jamming. Sweet Mary Payne jamming for Mile High Club. And Sweet Mary Payne's going to get right by Quigley and get out and be your lead jammer. Juska still stuck in the pack.
One to beat and through, so Juska's about a half a lap behind and clear.
Sweet Mary Payne making her first scoring pass. Calling it off as she's hit out by Quigley. Picking up just 1 point there.
Looks like Juska managed to steal a point as well. Or two, rather. Juska snuck in two.
I think she did.
I was wondering what she was so excited about, and that would be it. 17-7, Mile High Club leads.
Denver on a knee again at the jammer line. Sharpless jamming.
3-2 pack favors Denver.
And that's Toxic there jamming for Rocky Mountain.
Toxic Tonic tied up in the back pretty.
Yep,
heftily.
Sharpless is going to get right through. She's your lead jammer. Toxic taking out a couple Mile High girls. Still trying to make it through the pack, though. Sharpless coming in for her scoring pass. Hung up a little there on Erkin Jerkin, but gets through for 5.
Toxic looking for a hole, just not finding one. She's getting a little bit of help there, but
silver is not her
Yeah.
color. It's all in front of her, and she can't get past it.
finally through as Sharpless returns for a
Her second scoring
yes.
pass, calling it off. She picks up 4 more. Toxic looking a little tired there.
Well, she took a pounding, that jam, for sure.
She did. That's really hard when you get trapped in there.
Julie Adams to
Yep.
jam for Denver versus
Sweet Mary Payne for Rocky Mountain.
Adams off to the box.
Oops. She had a
Back block major, looks like.
yeah.
So it's a power jam for Sweet Mary Payne. If she can, let's see if she can make something of it. Still got a whole mess of blue to beat to get out of on her first pass.
She's also a recent transfer to Rocky Mountain, I believe, from the Chicago outfit.
Correct. Both she and Gagan from the Chicago outfit.
She played very well in the Bay Area game that
So
Rocky had.
she's through, not called lead.
Denver walling up to a near stop, trying to keep Payne from getting through.
Very nearly forced to cut there.
That's a Denver strategy for sure.
Pretty solid penalty kill for Denver so far. No, in no small part due to a 4-2 pack advantage.
If Payne could just get past Quigley, knocking her out, she could take a few strides, she'd be out of the pack. But that wall of silver butts is kind of...
There's that if and getting past
Yeah.
quickly part.
She's looking for the hole, just not finding it.
Adams back out of the penalty box, so she and quickly through the pack. Not lead either. This jam is going to go the full duration as nobody's lead. Sweet Mary Payne finally clear for a 5-point grand slam as she earned that jammer point and earned that point for Adams before she left the box. And
I believe Adams picked up
I believe that was a 4-point pass.
Yeah.
Score stands at Denver Roller Dolls 30 points, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls 12, with 21 minutes to go in the first half.
Francie Pants jamming again for Mile High Club. No surprise, everybody's on the, Denver's on the jammer line. Rocky's going up front. Ooh,
Weird.
Francie took a tough
All
hit there
kinds
from
of split
AJ.
pack.
But she's out for lead jammer. Francie getting through for 4, calling it off.
After careful consultation with DNN's chief French language correspondent, Mercy Less, we have determined that Francie Pants' last name is pronounced Ranjon.
Ranjon.
I'm sure I'm still butchering
Okay.
it. Sorry.
I'll work on that.
Sorry, Sandrine.
As a recent ex-DRD member, I'll tell you that in the warehouse we call her Francie.
Indeed. Erkin Jerkin out of the pack for Rocky Mountain, but not called lead. No pass, no penalty on that. But through on a scoring pass.
Sharpless still trying to make her initial pass.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain's really got Sharpless just buttoned right now.
Yes, 3 of them, 1 of her. She's not seeing a hole.
Grand Slam, Erkin Jerkin.
Sharpless takes the outside, but AJ saw that and gave her a good old hit.
Another scoring pass for Erkin Jerkin. She wants 5. She gets it.
Sharpless just got 1 more to beat. Oh, she got out, but
Sharp-
jam is called.
Yeah, well, no, she got out and was awarded lead jammer. She called it. As Erkin Jerkin, though she was racking up points, did not get lead jammer. So good move on her. She had to work for it, but at least able to stop the bleeding. Rocky brings it back within 12 points here, 34-22.
Juska back on the line for Mile High Club, and Sweet Mary Payne jamming for Rocky Mountain.
Close game down in Austin, Texas right now. Rose City leads the Texas Roller Girls 28-22, about the same amount into the half. Sweet Mary Payne through. Not lead.
Not lead for a cut. Juska's your lead. She calls it off.
Yeah, quick defensive call, not messing around. Not playing chicken. Just let's get on to the next jam. Sweet Mary Payne not evidently unhappy. Understandably. I wanted to be lead.
Okay, we have Ranjan jamming for Mile High Club. How'd I do? It's okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't have any. Oh, beautiful
look at
move on
that.
the inside by Erkin Jerkin.
Erkin Jerkin at the apex.
Full 360 spin around to sneak through on the inside line. We've seen that from her before, but not for a little while.
She's got the forward, backward, sideways agility.
And another one. 4 points score and pass for her. She calls it off. That's the kind of skating that we got accustomed to seeing from her a couple of years ago on Rocky Mountain's championship run.
I think she's just getting warmed up tonight.
Yeah, it has that sense about it.
Yeah. So Mile High Club on a knee, kind of inching between the jammer and the pivot line slowly. Angela Death gonna jam for Mile High Club. And I think that's Toxic there for Rocky Mountain. Neck in neck. Angela, your lead jammer, Toxic Tonic, called out for a cut. She's going to spend a little time in the box.
Power Jam Denver. Julie Adams looks set to make hefty work of it. Quick 5 points for her.
Yep, Juke's right around. Oh, she got knocked out there a little bit. She's going to come in behind AJ. Give it another go.
One to beat, gets it on pack separation for 5 more.
Yep, Denver's pretty good about separating
Check
the
that.
pack.
Check 4 points
pushing
on
that
that
20
score.
points. They're pushing that 20 feet there.
Free to beater checks out Adams. She's going to call it off.
Yep.
Again, Erkin Jerkin on her, or not Erkin, but Toxic Tonic on her feet in the penalty box. Denver seems to be employing that plan on a power jam. If the opposing jammer stands up toward the end of her penalty, they're going to call it and see if
This is
they
a
can't
new
get a
lineup
new
I've
lead.
been seeing. Look how they're all down the side on the outside. Coming
Well,
off the jammer line.
yeah, I mean, I'd guess that's about trying to make an outside line, but we'll see how that actually plays.
Saw a lot of that at the Bay game.
Sorry, yeah.
Sharpless coming out for
Dun, dun.
Denver on a power jam.
Well, if that was a plan, it didn't go that way, but
No, it didn't. Sharpless really fighting, but she does make it out for lead jammer.
took a lot of rat-a-tat, but got through it.
Toxic is back in, though.
Toxic clears the pack on her first pass. Sharpless a half a lap up.
Sharpless making her scoring pass. As Toxic's just about to enter the back of the pack, and wisely Sharpless calls that off.
2-0 jam there for Sharpless.
Heather Juska up again for Mile High Club.
Down in Austin, Rose City's extended their lead to 40-25. I'm sorry, 15-point lead, 40-25, Rose over Texas.
Looks like that's RoboFlow jamming for Rocky right now. And she's out for your lead jammer. First time we've seen RoboFlow out for jamming tonight. RoboFlow trying to make that scoring pass, but facing a 3-wall of Mile High Club.
Juska gets out, coming around, and she's into the pack.
As RoboFlow calls it off.
Yeah, but not
early
soon
enough.
I think RoboFlow just didn't see Juska coming.
So if you pick up a major penalty that affects the flow of the game, you go sit down for 60 seconds right away. If it's a minor penalty, you can rack up 4 of those before you have to sit down for 60 seconds.
I believe I stand corrected. It looks like no points for Juska. So that's 48-29 right now. Denver leads Rocky Mountain.
Remember that you can tweet with the hashtag AskDRD, and we can try to answer your questions.
Ranjun through for lead. And putting some speed down. Sweet Mary Payne out as well. So Ranjun manages to call that in time to prevent any Rocky Mountain scoring. So it's, that went 4-0 for Denver. Denver 52, Rocky Mountain 29 with 11 minutes left in the first half.
Looks like Uber Alice up against Amanda Sharpless. Jamming this time. 2-4 pack advantage. Mile High Club. Sharpless is out for lead jammer right away. Uber Alice facing a big wall of silver there. Not getting through, not finding a hole. Sharpless picks up 5, and she's about ready to approach for her next scoring pass.
Uber Alice cleared the pack, but not legally. She is off to the penalty box for a cut. That's a power jam Denver. Sharpless through for points.
Oh, Sharpless avoided that hit by AJ. Through for another 5.
No mean feat.
Yeah, no doubt. Denver trying to push that 20 feet, so they have to let Sharpless
Yep.
go.
4 points there. She had 1 no pass, no penalty.
And she's in for another scoring pass. You see Uber Alice is standing in the box right now.
And Sharpless calls it on cue. Down in Austin, Texas has closed it up a little bit, 40-39 above Rose City, leading them by just 1 point. You can find that game live as well, DerbyNewsNetwork.com/live. We've got a timeout here, and I just want to take this opportunity here to thank our returning annual sponsors this year. First and foremost, Nestivo USA, the folks who are behind Adam Wheels, Bionic Bearings, Adam Gear, the forthcoming Vertigo Boot, and have just announced a really exciting partnership with Jackson Skates. Jackson, the leading manufacturer of ice skates, is partnering with Adam Nestivo to bring their know-how and their history of manufacturing back into roller. So look for product announcements from them in the next bit. But Nestivo USA, Adam Wheels, really, really grateful. Once for the 4th consecutive year, they have come in as our biggest sponsor and increased their investment again in supporting all of the underpinnings that make Derby News Network possible. We are, on the whole, volunteer-powered and viewer-supported, but we do have a couple of sponsors like Nestivo who provide the bedrock that we're able to build on. So thank them. Big thanks to them for coming back in and supporting us in 2012. Also renewing with us Green Monster, and with their whole line of roller skate equipment, the Antic boots, Reckless Wheels, and we're back in the action, so we're going to talk about them in a minute.
Oh, Erkin Jerkin out for lead. That didn't take long. Still got Miss Ranjan trapped in the pack, although she's fighting her way through. But Erkin sails right on through, just like she does. Francine on her tail right now. Rocky Mountain slowing the pace a little bit, letting their jammer through. Erkin calling it just as Francine gets to the back of the pack. And I missed the score on that. What was that?
Well, it looked to me like Erkin got a full pass there. So Rocky Mountain putting 9 points up on that jam. 66-38 the score now. Merciless says Fancy Pants skates like Multane, which I agree with, and I would say is a compliment to both of them.
Oh.
Adams flagged quickly off to the penalty box on a major black block.
Before she even reached the pivot line. So this is the big power jam for Rocky Mountain. Time to make up some points.
Castrator jamming for the first time for Rocky Mountain, looking to take the momentum established last jam and stretch it out, see if she can bring this game back in close. 5 points on the first pass.
Well, let's see if she can do it again. She's got to get through Rivas and Sarelson first. And then she's got to get past, and she did. Another 5.
Full pack for both teams here. 4 points on that scoring pass. So there's 1 no pass, no penalty. Denver with the 3-wall up front.
Rocky holding back, trying
blah, blah,
to
blah,
create
coming
a
to try and bust
situation.
it up. Yep. Adams back from the box. Jinx.
Get out of my head, Hurt.
Can't. It's so comfy. Castrator, another 4-point pass. Adams still working on her first pass, I believe.
Yes. Oh, she's taking some tumbles.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah lays her out.
But she's kind of close to the ground, so she gets up real quick.
That's true.
Oh,
my
that was a But that looked like a low block to me.
Yeah, well, it looked like a low block to the refs, too.
Yeah, it sure
so
did. And Make You Pay is going to go sit in the box.
they're going to make her pay.
That's right. I think you ought to have to drop a quarter in a jar when you sit in the box.
But Rocky Mountain closes it up some more. It's now a 15-point game.
Wow.
Just 6 minutes left in the half. Denver Roller Dolls 66, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls 51.
Denver going to take a knee.
Down in Austin, the Texas Roller Girls have taken the lead, 51-43 over Rose City. They've got about 7 minutes to halftime down there. We'll keep you posted.
2-4 pack advantage here for Denver. Sharpless trying to get through is their jammer, and bam, she's through. Little tap dance on the outside, and she just went right behind AJ.
Good solid work from her 4-2 pack. Pops her right out.
Erkin Jerkin having a little trouble here. Not her usual agile self here.
Well, agile, but
Agile, but
there's
not
agile on a 4 wall. That's a tall order.
she's kind of
under
weaving
any
in and out of them.
circumstances.
Schlong and Carson keeping her down. Oh, now there's classic Erkin doing a little backward skate and a little flip, and she's out.
We're doing our best to give you descriptions of that. Sometimes we're looking at stuff you're not able to see. The shoot here is courtesy of First Bank Center, and shooting for their jumbotron here. We sure appreciate what they do, but sometimes what works for the jumbotron is not exactly what you'd like to see at home. So.
However, if you're a cameraman and you live in Denver, please email us because we'd love to have you join the DNN volunteer crew.
Yeah, we're getting a pretty solid crew here together. I haven't had to be up in a while.
Well, that's a shame, though. We like it when you come up to Denver.
I like coming up here, too. But Juska, lead jammer. Not far behind her. Frida beat her. Haven't seen Frida jamming a whole lot tonight.
No, I think that's her first time tonight, actually. Make You Pay going back to the box for something.
Juska in the for a couple. Calls it off before Frida gets to the pack. So it's 2-0 Denver.
Denver definitely playing the hit it and quit it game tonight.
Frida, a long time all-star jammer for Rocky Mountain. This year is, I gather, is taking a little bit of leave from the jamming and doing a little more pack work.
She has. I've definitely seen her on the track more as a blocker, and I kind of like what I'm seeing.
Oh, well, can't go wrong. But
no, she's kind of one of those all-star derby players. Miss Ranjan is out again for Mile High Club.
Erkin Jerkin through, but not legally. She is called to the box for an illegal procedure.
Yes, which leads Francie as your lead jammer, and she calls it
Oh,
off.
she called it, not realizing that Erkin was off to the box.
Wow, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Maybe derby signals are different in Canada? I'm not sure. That could have been a wonderful power jam.
The timing of it was just right.
Yeah, it sure was.
That she very had.
She just thought that other
had
jammer
she not
was
been
on
on
track.
had she not been on a power jam, that would have been exactly the right time to call to prevent the other jammer scoring. But
yep.
Just a little bit of an oops.
2-3 pack for Denver. Sharpless jamming and a power jam.
One to beat, but that one's AJ. And she does it. Lead jammer.
Susie Long back on the track for Denver. Sharpless around Sweet Mary Payne for...
Nope.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Yep,
That was really close to the edge there. I thought she might be getting called out on a cut, but...
I thought I saw the cut simple, but I guess not.
Yeah, I was just more. Here's points and lead.
There she goes. Picks up another 5.
Now a 4-2 pack for Denver. That definitely has been a pretty big factor for them this game. They've been seeing a lot less penalty box time than Rocky Mountain, and that's been helping them.
Yep. Here comes Erkin. Erkin back on the pack. AJ going to the box.
Erkin check to the outside, and she's got to recycle way back to get in legally.
And knocked to the inside by Rivas and Sarelson. Rivas picking up a penalty on that.
Sharpless off to the penalty box on a 4th minor. So power jam reversed here. It's Erkin now on the power
Wow.
jam.
Erkin through. She's going to score some points here.
Now, first initial pass.
Yep.
Nope.
Cut major.
Yeah,
for
she
Erkin,
tried to pirouette around the outside, but doesn't manage to
which is
keep,
one of her
keep
really
in line.
good moves.
It is, but when you got to land it.
Yep.
So rotating musical jammers in the penalty box, and the jam expires on time. Under a minute left in the first half here.
81-55 in favor of Mile High Club. It's still a close game. One good power jam could even this right up.
So we do have a very unusual situation here of having no jammer on the track.
Texas still holds the lead over Rose City down in Austin. It's within 10 points still.
Sharpless is standing in the box. Whistle blows.
Just
she
reached.
is getting in the pack. Ann Erkin is still serving out her time. She'll serve as much time as Sharpless had to serve. So she's already standing. Sharpless through for lead. Sharpless looking to the coach for what do I do? Scott Free says, keep going. Sharpless calls it off.
And that's the half. No points on that last pass, so we're going to go into halftime with the score. Denver Roller Dolls 88, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls 55. Down in Austin, they have reached halftime as well, and the score there, Texas has an 11-point lead over Rose City. Texas 58, Portland's Rose City Rollers 47. We're going to take a few minutes break here, and we'll be back with you for the second half. You're watching viewer-supported, volunteer-powered, DerbyNewsNetwork.com.
First of all, we want to thank Evening Star Essential Sports Spray. You sweat like a champion, why smell like a loser? They're a proud sponsor of the Mile High Club and keeps MAC smelling.
There's something very queer about roller derby and very anti-conventional.
We change what it is to be a beautiful woman.
I think it's fun just to watch people go flying through the air.
They're gladiators. They're more gladiators than any other sport that I've ever seen.
I get to skate and I get to hit people.
The part about it that is so amazing and feminine is the finesse.
You don't have to have the strongest personality or even be the toughest hitter. Anybody can do this.
The jammers, the blockers, the hits, the falls, the strategy. This is brilliant.
There's something about roller derby that changes people, and I think it's usually for the better.
I needed a community. I needed a life, and that is what it brought me.
I just hope it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
When you're passionate about something, you work really hard at it to make it successful.
We all have a voice in it, and we are directing our sport more than we value being able to skate for a living.
When the next generation kind of comes into power, it'll be interesting to see if they'll be willing to give that authority away.
Can you be an extreme sport and ever go mainstream?
Do we keep it rock and roll and punk rock and do it yourself?
I don't know if anyone really knows what is going to happen.
Hi, this is Tana to introduce our new Adam Gear Elite knee pad. This is our knee pad. It has a Kevlar covering on the plastic shell side padding, lower shin padding, side padding on both inside and outside, upper leg padding, along with a neoprene flexible material that is also breathable. Comes with a Velcro strap that is stretchy for better comfort. On the inside of our pad, we have soft fabric along with more flexible and breathable, and it is a hollow spot inside the kneecap for better comfort and maneuverability. Our pad is available at adamwheels.com or any of your local dealers with a retail price of $69.95. This is Piano Lecter, and I'll see you on the flat track.
My feet, feels like they're just sliding around in my boots. I keep getting blisters.
I want to buy new skates, but breaking them in sucks. Somebody help us. Captain Antic, I think we're needed.
We're here to save you from pain and suffering.
Holy hardness, those are some old wheels. Wow! Captain Antic and Boy Reckless! I can fix that problem.
Wow, no way, cool! With proper fitting Antic boots and Reckless wheels, your derby powers are endless.
Jeez, guys, thanks!
This commercial is brought to you by Green Monster Roller Sports
and Derby Skate.
Next person. First jumping jacks. And you thought you would just be sitting and relaxing in the stands tonight. 10 push-ups or however many you can do. Then we got to do 10 sit-ups in turn 3. And if you survive this event, you know you'll be fit enough to take part in the Glitterdome Gladiators. All right, get ready, our third contestant. You can pull Silver Fox around. Our one team came out to an early lead, but it looks like the second team is catching up. Check it out. We're going to have a photo finish. And we're going into the home stretch. All right, and we have our winners. Congratulations. Brad, Brooke, and Avery are our winners. Congratulations. And high fives. We got some little Denver Rover Dolls doggies for our contestants tonight. And so we'll do this again at the period break and our second bout of the evening. As it is, we got about 5 minutes left in our period break this time around. An awesome chance for you to get some refreshments out on the concourse. Check out our merchandise table. Or go check out our carnival games. We got all kinds of carnival games, including Flip a Frog, Ring Toss, Hula Hoops, Glitter Tattoos, and Face Painting. We want to thank one of our awesome sponsors tonight, Daniel K. Photography. Information on the Jumbotron. They always take great photos of the action, and you can relive the bout afterwards. Daniel K. Photography providing photography across the Denver metro area. like to invite you to Pick Up Derby. If you want to drop in and just play a pickup game of roller derby, come to our practice space, the Glitter Dome, every Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. $10 for the public, $5 for members of any derby league, and you can rent skates even for $3 if you need to do that. For more information, check out pickupderby.denverrollerballs.org. Some folks have been asking on Twitter how to get tickets. Well, you can get information on that by going to our website, www.denverrollerballs.org/tickets. That'll also tell you about our group tickets or season tickets. And one of the great things about season tickets is that you get invited to closed events at our practice space, including our June home team bout. You can also go to our information booth or our merchandise table. Let me remind everyone that if you were here before the main event, you got to see some of our junior derby skaters from the Glitter Dome Gladiators. And at the period between the two bouts tonight, you'll see our older skaters taking on the Rocky Mountain Roller Punks. We accept kids, both genders, ages 6 through 17. For more information, visit a member of Cruising.
All right, coming back to the action here in just a couple of minutes. Hurt Reynolds here with Derby News Network. And I'd like to take a moment here to give a shout out to our friends down in Australia who are welcoming us back in just 3 weeks for the second running of the Great Southern Slam. Gigantic tournament unfolding on 4 tracks, 18 teams into the double or single elim plus consolation bracket, and an additional 9 or 10 teams that are playing single bouts against each other. We're nuts, so we're going to try and stream the whole damn thing on our volunteer-powered, viewer-supported model. We do have a fund drive up on derbynewsnetwork.com right now. You can get a limited edition Australia version of the DNN logo on a t-shirt or a jacket. Also available are the classic DNN sticker sets and the keychain, bottle openers. So check those out if you want to help us to keep on spreading the gospel internationally. We would be very grateful for your participation in that fund drive. Also been doing a fair amount of work in other international locations. We've done some consulting with volunteer broadcasters in Mexico, in Argentina, and Colombia. We'll have a Colombian tournament on the air here.
My feet feels like they're just sliding.
And also lately consulting with Berlin, with Stockholm. We are here to consult with anyone who wants to put together a volunteer broadcast. Just drop us a line on the submit link at derbynewsnetwork.com if you'd like to learn how to do internet broadcasting so that you can share with the world what's going on in your little corner of it. We want to bring the Derby out to you. So look forward to hearing from y'all, and we'll get you set up.
It's easy.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say easy, but it takes less stuff than you might think.
It's fun. And
it is for the right kind of tech nerd like myself and my friends
and
to
all
my
of us
left and
sitting
right.
Here.
Yes, it is. It actually can be a lot of fun. So
it is a lot of fun. It's a great way to support Derby. Great way to get involved.
Well, I mean, particularly for the travel bouts that we try to cover, our whole thinking on that is we know how much time and resources a skater has to put into participating in Derby, and we know how many people stand behind every skater. You know, how many friends and family and league mates are also giving their time and energy and resources and making sacrifices so that those skaters are able to play this sport that they love and then make those travels. So we just think it's so important that when a skater travels to play on the road, that their support system back home is able to participate in that and see the fruits of all of that labor and all of that
yes,
sacrifice.
And we see you watching out there. We're reading the text cast. I see Amanda Jamadinya's dad is on the text cast tonight, probably watching the video as well. And Hockey Honey has put in a couple words tonight. We appreciate seeing some people that we know online.
And if a skater does run into you, please don't touch her. Let her untangle herself and return to the action.
So wherever you are, if you want to get your bouts on the air, and whether that's a video stream with multiple cameras, a video stream with a single camera, a fixed camera, audio only, radio style, old timey call, text cast call, whatever you like, we'll talk you through the tech. We are getting good at it after getting 50 or 60 different locations set up. We're getting it down to a science, so just be in touch.
Well, if I can learn to do it, anybody can, so do it.
All right, just about back to the action here, just finishing up the halftime gear checks. Going into halftime break there, we showed you, again, the trailer for Derby Baby, the documentary. And just as soon as this game's complete, I'm gonna spend a few minutes talking with Dave Ruck, who's one of the producers and filmmakers behind the Derby Baby documentaries. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that film, hang with us after this bout ends, and we'll talk to Dave.
An amazing film. I just talked to him for a few minutes ago, and he said he already has 71 showings set up across the country.
Yeah, they have gone the Kickstarter route to get screenings set up, and that has taken off with a bang. They set up a Kickstarter with a $30,000 goal, blew through that. They've still got a few days left, a couple days left, and it's not a very high contribution level at which you can get a screening of Derby Baby in your own town. Back to the action.
Okay, Amanda jamming in ya. Erkin Jerkin jamming for Rocky. Oh boy, I have to relearn my players here. Heather Juska out for the lead. Erkin Jerkin still fighting through the pack. Frida gives her a whip. She's out. Juska's already making her first scoring pass, though. Juska got to get past Amanda, but she decides to call it off anyway.
Juska wants 4. Juska gets 4.
Yep.
The zebra concurs.
I'd say that was a better decision than trying to get around Amanda. I've tried to do that before, and that's virtually impossible.
I've watched people try to do it, and that's difficult enough for me.
Okay, Rocky's on a knee at the pivot line, of all places. Looks like Sweet Mary Payne is going to poodle for her 4th minor.
So we have a special little circumstance here. Sweet Mary Payne.
Sharpless jamming for Mile High Club. And I think that's RoboFlow out there for Rocky Mountain.
One to beat, but having to work at it pretty hard. RoboFlow.
Yes, she's got to get past the schlong. Oh, but they out of play, have to let her go.
So RoboFlow, lead jammer for Rocky Mountain. Sharpless out, Havilat back. RoboFlow picks up a couple. Looks like just one actually. Has to call it off as Sharpless was approaching to her for her own scoring pass.
Denver on a knee at the jammer line.
Score is Denver 92, Rocky Mountain 56.
Erkin Jerkin jamming for Rocky, and Francine Ranjan jamming for Mile High. 3-4 pack advantage to Denver. Francine pushing through Make You Pay and Free to Beat Her. And there you are. Out of play, had to let her go. She's your lead jammer.
In this case, Ranjan was the first jammer through, and she did it cleanly. She is lead jammer. And it looks like Erkin Jerkin picked up a penalty.
Erkin Jerkin off to the penalty box, so this is a power jam Denver for Ranjan. Coming around for her scoring pass.
Got to get past Free to Beat Her. Wow. Didn't seem like Free to put a lot of effort into holding her back there.
Through with not a whole lot of effort for 5-point Grand Slam.
Yeah, right through there.
And that breaks the century mark for Denver.
Ron John calling it up.
After picking up
Another
5 more.
Yep. Mile High broke the century mark there on this jam, 107 to 56 in favor of Mile High Club.
So yeah, Denver up just over 50 points right now, starting to run away with this. By no means out of hand, but
nope, not yet.
But Rocky Mountain's going to need to arrest this momentum.
Denver's doing that thing again where they're lining up their blockers on the outside of the track in a line, all on a knee.
So, something they seem to be doing when they're in that second jam of a power jam.
I think they're trying to funnel their jammer down quickly, but it doesn't always work. Seems like she lands into a wall of Rocky.
Full packs for both teams here.
Juska working hard to get by Sweet Mary Payne and free to beat her. Rocky not paying attention to their bridging though, and they have to let Frida go, or Juska go.
She's your lead jammer, Denver lead.
Erkin Jerkin on her heels.
Erkin on her initial passes, she started in the penalty box.
Oh, Juska calls it. 1 point jam for Juska there.
She could have pressed that if she.
I think she could have too. Who's on a knee? Everybody's on a knee. No? Just Denver? No, just Rocky? I don't know.
Down in Austin, giant lead change. Rose City has retaken the lead. They're now up 89 to 67 over Texas.
Sharpless jamming here. She takes the inside, bing, bang, boom. She's through for lead jammer. Sweet Mary Payne still trying to get through. And she's out legally. Not your lead jammer.
Sharpless getting ready to hit her scoring pass.
Denver lining up, doing that blocker lineup on the outside, sending Sharpless into a wall of Rocky.
Sharpless loses her star.
Dropped her
Gets
panty.
it back on, but she's... Ugh.
That ate up a little time.
Illegal
for her.
procedure, and she's sent to the penalty box. I'm not entirely clear on exactly what that was about.
Oh,
It clearly related to the helmet cover.
Yes, you cannot go backwards to pick it up.
Oh, that's
Once you drop it, you
that's
have
what
to
it was, because she
continue
skated
the
backwards
track.
to pick it up. No can do.
Yep.
Fortunately for her, Sweet Mary Payne also sent to the penalty box, so Sharpless released after perhaps 20 seconds.
Well, if you're going to sit in the penalty box as a jammer, that's the way to do it. Sharpless back on the track.
I have questions about why collecting the star is the one time you can't skate backwards, but we'll save those for another time.
Yeah.
Well, as Sharpless only spent 20 seconds in the box, Sweet Mary Payne only had to face the same, so she's back out and through for a quick 5. Both jammers now entering on scoring passes.
Of course, we have no lead jammer at this point because of the box trips. So this is a full 2-minute jam.
Just about out of time on the jam.
Rocky really trying to hold Sharpless back. She gets through, picks up another 4.
4 against 2 for the Rocky Mountain jammer.
117 to 63 in favor of Denver at this point.
So yeah, in Austin, just reading back over the text cast here, looks like that the Texas was holding on to their 10-point lead for the first 6-7 minutes of the second half. Rose City came out and knocked out a 30-0 jam, and that's what put Rose back in the lead. So that game's looking pretty exciting there. Ranjon jamming for Denver against Castrator for Rocky Mountain. Foot race, Castrator manages to get around first, so she's your lead jammer, Rocky Mountain. Ranjon slips out, Castrator half lap up and getting ready to score. pack thinned out here. It's 3-2 pack for Rocky. Castrator calls it with 2-0, looks like. 3-0 for Castrator. 117.66. Denver leads with about 21 minutes left to play. 51-point lead for Denver.
Remember to stop by the Skaters Inc. booth on the concourse. Check out some of the coolest wraps, posters, and bags, all on roller derby.
Juska jamming for Mile High Club. And that looks like, is that Toxic again?
I believe so, yes.
Juska's out for lead jammer. Toxic just cleared the pack.
And Toxic turning on the jet. She's going to try and make it up.
Juska's going to hit this and quit this right away. Yep.
And does.
No points for Toxic
Yeah,
there.
4-0 there for Juska.
Looks like Rocky's going to start this one on a knee at the pivot line of all places. Sharpless jamming for Denver. And that's Frida Beater jamming for Rocky Mountain.
Frida around for lead jammer.
Yep, she did a little whip off of Fiona there. Fiona picked up a penalty, but Frida got through. Sharpless through, not your lead jammer.
Frida on her scoring pass.
Frida got to get past Quigley, and she calls it off.
3-0 jam there for Frida Beater for Rocky Mountain.
Looks like RoboFlow gonna jam for Rocky Mountain and Francine Ranjan for Mile High Club. A little bit of jammer on jammer action there.
Until 9 p.m. we've got kids activities happening out on the East Course. A lot of free games. You can also get face
And the
painting and glitter tattoos.
Francine knocked out, recycle clear to the back. RoboFlow taking advantage of that, pushing up front through Sarelson and Quigley. Oh, stuck behind Cruz and Disco.
That is a whole lot of footwork.
That is. That pack is just a mess.
RoboFlow out and not lead jammer for Rocky.
Riva's out, but I see that her wrist guard is not attached. I wonder if the refs are going to catch that.
So Ranjon's still on her initial pass. She's just clears it and is called lead as RoboFlow was did not earn lead. RoboFlow tries to call it. She's not lead, so she's sent off on her fourth minor. Power jam, Ranjon.
Bad,
Denver
bad,
Roller
bad.
Dolls. Yeah.
Don't call it off if you're not the lead jammer.
Yeah.
5 points for Ranjan. Pack skating backwards, slowing down. Make you pay, executing a very nice hit on Francine there.
One to beat. And with some help, she's got it.
Yep, she's...
So RoboFlow still wearing the star for Rocky Mountain in the penalty box. She's got a little more than 10 seconds left on her penalty. Julie Adams up to jam for Denver.
Denver again taking a knee on that outside line like they want to funnel their jammer right through the middle.
They're doing something. I don't know what it is, but they do.
Adams still got one to beat there, and she's through for lead jammer. Look at her go.
RoboFlow on her feet and released from the penalty box to jam for Rocky.
Oh, nice
beautiful.
Pivot. Beautiful skating by Angela there. Nice pivot as she avoids getting knocked to the inside.
Sweet Mary Payne just wondering where the call was, but there was no call because she didn't step out of bounds.
Nope, there was just 5 points for Adams.
Yep. RoboFlow still one to beat on her initial pass. She's through now as Adams enters for a second scoring pass.
Adams definitely one of those skaters not afraid to get right in the middle of the pack and just go for it.
She calls it as RoboFlow approaches to attempt to score. So the score now, Denver 139, Rocky Mountain 73. That's a 66-point lead for Denver. And yeah, I did that in my head.
Wow. I'm impressed. I really didn't see this game going like this.
Just over 15 minutes to play. Denver in command, but plenty of time yet.
It could change. Heather Juska jamming for Mile High Club.
Rose City down in Austin, Rose City's extending their lead over Texas. They're up about 30.
Sneaks right around the pack as they're trying to hold Castrator back.
Not lead, though. She had a cut, minor cut. Cass had a
Castrator also no pass, no
penalty. Pass, no penalty. So we've got no lead jammer. We're going the full 2 minutes on this jam. We've got 90 seconds left in it.
I love 2-minute jams.
Is that also the case when you're on the track?
No. I hate 2-minute jams.
All right.
Juska going in for another scoring pass. Comes right through Rocky. She picks up 5.
Yeah, natural grand slam there as she was able to get around Castrator stuck in the pack. Cass is clear now. She got 3 on her scoring pass. Juska through without much difficulty. Oh, just stays on her feet.
What was that?
That was feet got tangled up with AJ. AJ off to the penalty box. Looks like that was called a trip.
Low block, yeah.
So Juska for 4 on that, but managed to keep her wheels even with a.
Yep, that's the mark of an awesome skater.
Yep.
Oh, and there's a little bit of gymnastics going on. Quigley.
Another natural grand slam.
Knocking Peppa into the middle.
That was another natural for Juska coming back in. Denver's pack really has got Cass's number right now.
Yeah, that's called the demoralizer.
Yeah.
And Denver's pretty good at it.
Yeah, it seems to be doing it.
Juska through again for 5.
That's her 3rd natural grand slam on this jam. I'm just going to keep saying natural grand slam because I think
love
they're
it. It sounds all organic and everything. That didn't seem like 2 minutes.
And despite no lead called and no power jam there, Denver able to really stretch their lead out. It's now 162 to 79.
Everyone is on a knee, except for the jammers, which are Sharpless and Sweet Mary Payne.
Sharpless is halfway there.
Sharpless looking for that hole, getting around blah, blah, blah. And Frida out for lead jammer. AJ back on the track. AJ is going to mess with Sharpless a little bit.
Sweet Mary Payne clears the pack, not lead.
Sharpless calling it, deciding she's had enough of that.
Yeah. 2-0 jam for Sharpless. Clock ticking down here through 12 minutes. The 85-point lead for Denver.
Hi, Moxie, I hear you. Yeah, Mercy is sitting right next to me, but she is not on the mic tonight.
We tried.
Yeah, we tried. She wanted to be a spectator.
Rose City up up 39 points in Texas, 106-67 over Texas. Rajon dancing at a front wall holding like crazy.
Very nice tap
gets some
dance.
help and gets on through.
It gets her through for lead jammer.
Sandrine Rajon for Denver. Erkin Jerkin out as well, jamming for Rocky Mountain, half a lap back. Rajon in her scoring pass. She calls it. (2-0) pass for jam for Rajon. DJ would like to rock and roll all night, and as well, he would like to party every day.
2-4 pack advantage to Rocky. And Denver's going to start up on the pivot line. Rocky's going to take a knee at the jammer line. Sweet Mary Payne trying to get through. Only needs to get past 2 Denver. And she does to get lead jammer. Adams still stuck in the pack there.
And she's decided she's going to accept the minor cut there to get on through.
Oh, that must have been her 4th minor.
Yeah, that's not always the right choice.
Adams is going to take a little sit down for a minute.
Power Jam Rocky Mountain, that is definitely what they want to see right about now.
Yep.
Grand Slam.
Sweet Mary Payne better start moving those feet. She only got 2 Denver players she has to get around. Wow, look at her go.
Exactly the situation Rocky Mountain needs right now. 4-2 pack in their favor.
5 points for Sweet Mary Payne. Coming in for another scoring pass. Only has to get by 2 Denver players.
They're not going to give it to her, though. So there's a 3rd Grand Slam.
5 more points.
Packs are full again.
Yep. Akers and Sarelson came back on for Denver. Sweet Mary Payne a little perplexed by this now. She's got a big wall of silver to face in the back. Oh, she says call it off. She's done.
Adams still seating in the penalty box wearing Denver's star. RoboFlow into jam for Rocky Mountain on this continuing power jam.
Now Rocky's going to line up along the outside line. I kind of think the point is they're trying to funnel their jammer, and then they take a one-on-one deep blocking strategy.
Well, yeah. I've been looking for them to wall the outside and
but they
put
seem
them
to
around,
split
but I
it
haven't.
as soon as that jammer comes through.
I haven't seen it actually work yet.
Wow.
It's like a football
it
line.
looks like a rugby scrum. RoboFlow really
Adams
working.
in from the penalty box. RoboFlow still trying to break that 2-wall up front.
Reva's trying to bridge to make sure she keeps that jammer in play.
Adams around for lead jammer despite starting in the penalty box, so Denver lead. Audience is enjoying that.
Adams coming up to a 3-waller Rocky. Whoops. Little trip over Make You Pay there.
RoboFlow still trying to get through on her initial pass.
She's got to be tired. Denver's just doing a really good job of bridging. Oh, although I think they're going to lose it here. Yep.
Finally gets that pack separated.
Yep, they weren't watching their 20 feet there.
Adams was pretty well hung up there in the pack as well on her her first scoring pass. So as RoboFlow came back around, she called it. 3 points for Adams on that. Less than 7 minutes left. Denver 169, Rocky Mountain 94 rather.
Looks like Heather Juska up against Erkin Jerkin. Oh, Erkin knocking Juska to the inside right away. And Erkin is through right around the apex. Juska being sent to the box. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
So a power jam for Rocky Mountain, 4-3 pack advantage for Denver.
Ooh, a couple of Denver players on the floor. Erkin gives a little hop over one of them. And
some more of that fancy footwork on the outside line to get around for a scoring
5 points
pass.
for her.
Erkin Jerkin tied up very tightly at the rear.
Pack is pretty much at a stop.
Pack is going backwards right now.
They are. They are tap dancing backwards. Erkin's looking for that hole, which she is not finding.
Bit by bit. Rocky's got to go.
Oh, and she does that beautiful pivot, and she's out again. 5 more points. Love the way that girl skates.
Well, slowly but surely, Rocky Mountain's bringing some momentum back. Whether they've got enough time to put 65 more points up, they've got it, and they can do it, but it's got to be all them for the rest of this
Heather
last
Juska
5
back
minutes.
on the track now. Erkin Jerkin through for another 5. Juska trying to get through the pack, and she does.
Juska threw her initial pass. Erkin on working one more scoring pass.
Erkin,
and she
are
calls
she
it.
paying attention? Yep, she was. $169, 113 still in favor of Mile High Club.
And
Not impossible.
No, it's got to go all Rocky Mountain if they want to win it. They gotta have everything go their way, but it's doable. Down in Texas, Austin's still they're hanging in there, but they're still 35 points back. It's Rose City from Portland 120, Texas Roller Girls from Austin 85.
Sweet Mary Payne jamming against Amanda Sharpless here. And Sharpless has just got to get past Free to beat her.
You say just.
Oh, Sharpless took the cut. Well, it was a no pass, no penalty. So she's not your lead jammer.
Sweet Mary Payne, awarded lead jammer, calls it immediately. Rocky Mountain not yet, electing to control the clock with timeouts. Down to 3:40 left in the game.
Francine Ronjon jamming for Denver.
Sandrine.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Francine? Sandy.
Francie, but Sandy. Sandy Francie Fance. Ronjon.
How about we just go with Francie?
That works for me. And Ranjon to the penalty box.
As she almost takes out a ref.
4th minor. Erkin Jerkin, lead jammer for Rocky Mountain on this power jam.
She needs to make this work.
Yeah.
And she's taking it to the outside edge.
Some
inside,
help from Make You Pay up front. Got her through. 5 points.
Juke, 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 and Erkin gets through.
No pack, and they're released. 5 more for Erkin Jerkin.
Rocky did a really good job pulling back there to create that no pack situation. Erkin, oh, whoops, knocked to the inside a little bit.
4-3 pack favors Rocky Mountain, and favor it has. That's 4 more points, 14 points on this power jam so far for Erkin Jerkin. It's exactly what Rocky Mountain had to have if they're going to have any chance of pulling this off.
She's going to do it again. She's pushing past. And there she goes again. 5 points. Coming in for another scoring pass at a pretty high rate of speed. Free to holding
And
Susie
around.
Long back, and Erkin is through for another 5.
It's 24 on the jam so far. That's time expires, 1:15 on the period clock.
Wow.
Denver 169, Rocky Mountain 137. 32 points separate these teams. Rocky Mountain not calling a timeout as we're ticking through 1 minute left in this period clock.
Oh, there's
the
Rocky's
timeout, but boy, that's not until 20 seconds out of that 30 seconds burned off. That clock control might very well turn out to be the difference in opportunity here. If I think Rocky's going to wish they had one more jam when this comes down to the end. Coming up after this game, we're going to have a chat here with Dave Ruck, co-filmmaker for Derby Baby, the documentary, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say about the adventure they've had.
I know he's going to tell you if you want to see Derby Baby shown in your town, and you're a big fan of Derby, I'm sure he'll throw out his email address or website, and you can get him to come to your town and show his movie. You're going to love it.
Game's closing up in Texas as well. Texas Roller Girls are at 30 points down from Rose City. It's 124 Rose City, 94 Texas. Just over 3 minutes to play in that game.
This is a great time to wish a happy birthday to Polly Torian. She's turning 8.
I was talking about sponsors in the first half. Mentioned the return of our major annual sponsors, Nestivo, a.k.a. Adam Wheels, and Green Monster. Also want to thank Rydell. They were the launch sponsor for our sister site, derbylife.com, in 2011. And for 2012, they're now a major sponsor for DNN. Rydell, longtime maker of high-quality quad roller skates for roller derby, handmade in the USA, and we are so grateful for their confidence and their support of DerbyNewsNetwork.com.
I got to tell you, I love my Rydells.
Mhm.
I skate with the Minx. I use the Atom Jukes, and I just bought some new Atom pads too.
Nice.
So I'm totally Derby News Network sponsored.
Well, I tell you, it's one of the things that we appreciate too about the businesses that choose to support us is that they're all, you know, these manufacturers are all really committed to making good derby gear. You know, they listen to the feedback they get from the participants in the sport.
I know the Atom pads were the hot talk of the champs last year. They brought them here, and everybody is trying them on. And I got to tell you, they make a great elbow pad. It's very lightweight and less sweaty than any elbow pad I've ever tried. Just a little plug there for Adam.
Got a couple of other annual sponsors that have signed on with us this year as well. Cruise Skate Shop out of San Francisco. Also Sin City Skates from San Diego. Both those businesses happy to serve you online. And we are grateful to them as well for their financial support of our programs. This team timeout is morphed into an official timeout, which will last God knows how long.
Yeah, ZebraCon.
Give you a couple other results from around the Derby world today. Dutchland put a scare into Boston. Boston holding them off 172-153 over Dutchland out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Fort Wayne, Indiana beating Louisville's Derby City 256-48. Over across the pond, as they say, the London
oh my goodness
Suffragettes put up 221-103 over Odd Reekie Roller Girls from Edinburgh.
Looked like the official timeout was over, and Law and Order called another one.
Always time for another official timeout. Just down the road here, Colorado Springs Pikes Peak defeated Sin City out of Las Vegas, 177-133. In Oklahoma City tonight, Northwest Arkansas Roller Girls from Fayetteville Arkansas beat the Oklahoma City Roller Derby 171-87. Currently underway in Austin, Texas. DNN's ranked number 5 in the world. Rose City Rollers from Portland leading the number 3 power-ranked Texas Roller Girls, 143-94 with 35 seconds left to play. So Rose City's looking pretty solid on that.
All right, looks like we're about ready to start this jam.
58 seconds remain in this game on the period clock. Denver leading by 32 points, 169 to 137 for Rocky Mountain.
Power jam for Rocky here with Sweet Mary Payne jamming. And she's through for lead. Denver jammer still sitting in the box.
Well, it's definite strategy question here with Rocky Mountain on the lead on a power jam is, do you try and make 32 points in 2 minutes, a tall order, something they haven't done this game, or do you get as much as you can, call it before the period clock expires, call a timeout?
Yes.
I would do the latter.
I would too.
Juska, especially Juska, freed from the box now. She's through her first pass. Payne has got a 5-0, going in for another scoring pass with 16 seconds on the period clock.
And she calls
Takes
it.
points and calls it. Timeout Rocky.
Very good call there. It's like you're psychic.
It's like I watched this game. So that reduces the lead to 24. It's Denver 169, Rocky Mountain 145. 12 seconds on the period clock, so outside of extenuating crazy circumstances, this is going to be the last jam. So Rocky Mountain right now is praying for Denver's jammer to make a mistake and get sent to the box.
Looks like Rocky is putting Erkin Jerkin in as their jammer, and Mal High Club is putting Julie Adams in.
Got a final score out of Austin. Rose City Rollers are able to take that one home, 149 to 117 for the hometown Texas Roller Girls.
2-4, pack advantage to Denver here.
Just waiting for the end of the last few seconds of this timeout to click down there. Didn't take it because they needed to talk it over. They took it because they needed to stop the period clock, and we're underway.
Jam is on. Make you pay back out on the track. Denver working hard to hold Adams back.
Tries the outside, tries the inside.
Boy, anybody's game right now.
Erkin Jerkin to the penalty box on a track
no.
cut. That's going to be the.
That's the game, I believe.
She's singing. I'm saying.
Somebody just got a 2-minute call to the box. Did you see that?
I didn't catch it.
Seamus has given her a 2-minute call.
Well, Adams, awarded lead jammer, calls it off. That's the game. Denver Roller Dolls win 169 over Rocky Mountain Roller Girls 145. It's we were expecting a pretty exciting game, and I'd say this did not disappoint. Denver was took a pretty hefty lead for a while there, but Rocky Mountain chiseled a good 60-70 points back off of that lead before it was all said and done. Don't go far. We're going to be talking to Dave Ruck, one of the co-creators of the Derby Baby documentary here in just a couple of minutes.
Following that, we're going to be covering the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls Contenders versus Denver Roller Dolls Bruising Altitude B travel teams. That could be a very interesting game as well.
Well, Gonzo, it was fun calling a game with you.
Yeah, never done this before. here with you in Denver.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wasn't all that much rust to shake off, I guess.
No, you're actually pretty slick, actually. I'm feeling kind of like a newbie tonight.
That's it. Your flattery gets you everywhere. Your pay is now doubled.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to Cabo.
What Gonzo doesn't know is we're not paying her anything.
When he says volunteer powered, he means we're running on little hamster wheels here to actually make things run. I kid you not. Approaching Mr. Dave Ruck. So I'm going to take a short break and let Dave and Hurt have a little chit chat here. Hold on just a moment.
We're going to pick an MVP here from the Fight Club. So the Fight Club coach should maybe stay in earshot. We're going to pick an MVP.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Hurt.